IGRTC has taken note that there was need for further consultations between the two levels of government arising from the issues most recently raised by the Council of Governors, and in particular, especially in the area of early childhood development, but we can also say there are important aspects of the whole sector which require consultations between the two levels of government. IGRTC has written to the two levels of government, inviting them to a consultative meeting on 16th of January 2024. The purpose of the meeting is to provide an avenue for consultations on the recommendations of the Presidential Working Party relating to the implementation of the pre-primary function as envisaged in law. IGRTC implores the two levels of government to leverage on the constitutional and statutory provisions that pave way for continuous consultation, for cooperation, for consultation, for coordination, for interdependence, to give the best they can give in terms of service delivery to the people of Kenya and the children of Kenya. To our knowledge, there has not been a case so far of the transfer of functions of ECD from county governments to national government. In any case, it cannot happen outside the framework of either of two things, either change of the constitution or by invoking Article 187, where the two levels of government can agree to share aspects of the function. And actually, the Council of Governors, from what I know, is the communication which the chair of the Council of Governors has made on the same subject. As long as if an intergovernmental partnership agreement is arrived at, IPA, between either all county governments or between an individual county government and the national government, there is no problem. It can happen that if a county wanted to transfer aspects of ECD to national government, it can do so as long as there is an intergovernmental partnership agreement. IGRTC would come in to help in doing that, as we have helped in the case of the school feeding program between Nairobi County, City County government and the national government. So these things are there. The Constitution is, the Presidential Working Party has not, it has just said how it thinks things need to be changed. But it has made recommendations. But it has not and did not have the power to move function from one level of government to another level of government. They did not have that power, and they did not suggest that they were exercising that power.
And the power is with that.
As we have emphasized, if there is need for reforms in the sector, let there be consultations between the two levels of government. And instead of waiting, as far as IGRTC is concerned, instead of waiting for issues to linger out and for exchanges to take place, what is most important, as the Constitution requires, and as IGRTC is mandated to do, is for us to ensure that there are consultations, there is cooperation, there is coordination. We are in the situation where we have completed the delineation of the functions between the two levels of government, that we know which needs to go to which part, but we need to have further consultations just to make sure that everybody is happy and settled, that the job which has been done by cooperation between the two levels of government and all stakeholders, that everybody is happy, so that when we start the implementation of transfer of resources and so on, nobody is saying we did not agree on this. I can add that actually His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has of course directed us that by February, this exercise gets through the next milestone. Yeah. So we are working to deadlines by His Excellency the President. Disputes which we are working on to resolve between the two levels of government as part of under alternative dispute resolution. We have resolved many in the past. We continue to engage with both levels of government, individual counties, individual agencies, ministries, departments, agencies in the national government. We continue to provide that service of both preventing disputes as well as addressing the disputes, resolving the disputes which are there. Those are things which IGRTC is actively involved in.